Welcome to Same Spit Different Face Podcast, where my opinions is facts. And if you don't like my opinions, you can start your own podcast. And it's free. So don't forget to click the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell.
They tryna blow, I don't feel the breeze. How you a shooter, don't even score. I'm on the road like I got a tour. That Warren Petty won't go to court. I'm tryna ball, I ain't a sport. I came for the brain and she a dork. I can't be trusting these niggas, they slimy, they slither, they jury be fake. They hold condoning this shit. My bitch a boss and your bitch to work freight.
If you like the hip hop spotlight artist, go to the description and subscribe his YouTube. So let's talk DJ Akademiks location. Also follow Same Spit Different Face on Instagram. Now, Spit Squad. Meek Mill say he finally got DJ Akademiks location. Then Akademiks pulls his whole card. I mean, that's the thing of the article. So DJ Akademiks was basically at Bow Wow and Soldier Boy versus. Everybody should know that by now. And then Meek Mill hopped in the comments and he said, "We got act low for once." So DJ Akademiks basically wanted to let it be known, like, yo, this nigga's on some whole shit. So DJ Akademiks said, rapper theatrics, Meek, stop it and put your album out. And y'all know that DJ Akademiks gonna go crazy if Meek Mill album flop, right? So then DJ Akademiks just went to a thread and he said, Meek Mill tweeted he finally had my location when he saw me on Versus with 750K watching. Bro, I went to Complex for 3 years every morning at 7 a.m. while you act like I was hiding from you. Stop it, dog. I hate you rappers. You know your other rapper Opps locations too. They do shows. Meek Mill, and then he said, actually, he ain't tweet. He was in the comments of the Versus Live, LOL. Let me state facts. And then someone chimed in and said, I peeped Akademiks in the background of the Soldier and Bow Wow versus Act Be Outside. And then Act said, duh, only rappers who are trying their best to look gangster claim I'm not, or the ones who need an easy target. If I'm outside, I'm running a play, running up a bag, or furthering my brand. Don't need to be everywhere for validation. Yeah, man, and this is another example of Twitter fingers, even though he was on Versus. Meek Mill, I told you, man, like when he did the thing, I think it was called House Bill 2038, where he helped change the probation laws in Virginia. I saluted him for that, man. When he dropped a hot verse, I salute him for that. But it's hard to like his verses because of the way that he acts on Twitter, man. He comes off as super corny and somebody with low self-esteem. It's just ridiculous how he act on social media. I mean, DJ Akademiks is no longer the butt of the industry, and I think it's kind of like Meek Mill didn't get that memo, right? Because at one point it was cool to pick on Akademiks. You know what I'm saying? If we speak in terms of high school, you know, DJ Akademiks was at the lunch table where you just over in the corner, nobody really talked to him, and then Meek Mill was at the table with like the street guys and the rappers and the guys playing pity pack for the bucks and $5 and the guys who shoot dice in the hallway and in the bathroom. But then at some point it changed, right? It was like DJ Akademiks took the summer off. He picked up a sport. He started working out. And then he came back to school the next year and he was like 6'6". And they was like, yo, who is that? And then he became one of the cool guys. Like, yo, that's him? So obviously this is metaphorically speaking if y'all not following what I'm saying. But Meek Mill didn't notice that Akademiks kind of became the cool guy and DJ Akademiks is the guy that all the rappers go through. So now, when you look at all the rappers who was dissing him and saying he don't be outside and they'll do this and that, they start noticing like, yo, we need Akademiks in order to promote our music, in order to stay in his good graces, so to speak. So now no one looks at him as the corny guy. They just look at him as like, yo, he ain't the street nigga, he ain't the tough nigga. We gonna leave him alone. And I think that's a fair observation of him. But a lot of times when people figure out they can't beat you, that y'all know what they're saying. You can't beat them, you join them. So I think for a lot of other rappers and people, it was a cop out to say, "Oh, he not a street nigga," because he never presented himself to be a street nigga. But when they thought that they would just be able to gang up on him and they was gonna get him out the industry and bury him, he wasn't gonna be here long. It was cool. But once they saw he was gonna be around for a while, I'm sure they labels and they managements and they promoters and they handlers and their assistants was like, "Yo, you gonna need this guy before he needs you. Change your attitude." And a lot of rappers did, but Meek Mill still holding on to that old perception that people had of Akademiks. And after the way 6ix9ine pressed him in Miami that time and put him into the music video, and then he had to take the music video down, or how Drake dropped the diss song and he waited, and that war record he dropped was cold, but he waited too long to drop it, and then he put O'Malley in the middle of that beef, and basically the biggest look that you give O'Malley is on the beef record. So now with Drake being one of the biggest artists ever and O'Malley's not established, nobody's really going to want to work with him, because that means that it could possibly mean, hey, if you work with O'Malley, I'm not going to work with Drake. Now, obviously, they back together now, him and Drake cool, but O'Malley never was able to get his foot in after that. And, it's just like one of those things. But I wish Meek Mill would stop and just continue to be an activist and continue to drop songs featuring Young Thug and hard verses. Check out No Time to Play Fair episode 4 in the end screen. Think Power meets Snowfall meets the trenches of Chicago. Spit Squad. Drop below in the comments and let me know what you think. And it's free. So click the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. Peace.